Hi.
Oh, hi.
Wasn't prepared, even though we had so much time to prepare. Yeah, hey, so welcome to the pitch.
I got my nog.
I got my chocolate nog.
Chalk nog.
Chalk nog. Oh, that was a gross sound.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
So, the pitch is a show where I explained it at the top of this marathon, and I know you've all been here since the beginning, so I just won't even explain it again. No, okay, I will. It's a podcast that is premium for us because we put it out on the Patreon and we put it out on Apple subscriptions, and you can pay a couple bucks to listen to it. We have comedians and guests on from around the globe to pitch us a podcast to join the Sonar Network. Last year in the marathon, we had Paula Yoshi. Pitched us a lot of pitches. And frankly, we decided at that point that from now on, we would only accept one pitch at a time.
Yeah, that was a decision that we made because it was just too many pitches.
It was way too much to run through in one short show.
This happened. I don't even know if I told you about this, and this is true. At some point after his session, his pitch to us, he called me on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And he was in his bath, and he kept pitching.
In the bath.
Yeah. From his bath. That's a true, real thing. That happened.
And he kept pitching shows. Okay.
And so I do expect our next guest to call me later today from the bath as well. It's kind of becoming a little Christmas tradition.
Hopefully our next guest will have only one solid pitch for us.
Yeah.
So
and
let's
we're
are
just looking for one good pitch.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a quick?
You wanted to say?
Do you want to do a quick giveaway?
Oh, let's do a quick giveaway. Yeah, sorry, the
Trevor,
guest.
can you pass me that piece?
Give us one moment for a quick giveaway.
So that folded one there, that's great. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor.
Darling. So our sponsor for this marathon is, of course, the great Manscaped Corporate Shill. They are your balls will thank you. Men's grooming or whatever. And we're doing a bunch of giveaways all day. Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring us. So we're gonna do a quick giveaway right now. We're gonna do a quick trivia question.
Yeah.
If Mariana gets it wrong, then we'll throw it out to the audience. And if you get it right,
you can have the thing I was gonna win.
Yeah. So, Mariana, we're all familiar with the abbreviated term Xmas.
Yes.
Which has shortened Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Where did that term come from?
The X-Men franchise.
Oh, you're so close.
I am?
No.
Oh.
You're dead wrong. Does anyone in the chat have...
Chat, let's go. Someone said Christ. Oh. Oops, sorry, Trevor. Christ, is it right? Is it Christ? Mm-hmm. Is it Christ? You have the answer.
I'm gonna give it to them.
You are?
I'm gonna give it to them.
Mackenzie
Bell. Email us at info@thesonarnetwork.com to claim your prize, and we'll send it to you. What I actually have here, and this is being very generous. What I have, and Mariana, congrats, Mariana, you should have got this. What I have here is, while you might think the shortened version of Christmas is a modern creation, it actually harkens back to the mid-1500s. And
I should have got that.
And
you're right.
The Greek letter X, which is the first letter in, you guessed it, the Greek word for Christ, Christos. Because I am currently learning Greek on Duolingo, so now I know how to say it. Congratulations, Mackenzie. We'll get that to you. And let's just get right into our next thing. So we're going to get in. We're going to bring in our guest, and they're going to pitch us one and only one podcast. Can't wait to hear it.
Please welcome Everardo Ramirez. Uh-oh. Are you okay?
Oh, hey guys. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Are you okay?
Do you know where you are?
Yeah. I'm on the computer doing our annual pitch for the holidays, raising money for Christmas.
We're not really raising money.
Not quite, but yeah. Okay.
But it is the holidays season.
So you got that right part.
Yeah.
That part right. Yeah. So you are here to pitch us one pitch
Yeah.
to join the network,
And I
right?
see that in the
There-
background. It appears to say one pitch in 1 minute, and there's some
stuff near the ones. What is that? What does that say?
That's true, folks. It's never been done before. Today, I am happy to present 100 pitches in 100 minutes.
Okay.
They said it's never been done.
It
Okay.
honestly has not been done.
It hasn't, for good reason.
Yeah, and we also don't have 100 minutes, so it's gonna be.
Sorry?
Oh,
So it's 1:39. This show runs until like about 2:05 maybe. So I don't know how
Alright.
many minutes that is. Maybe
Wow, that's
so
gonna throw me
25?
off. But we can blast through 100 pitches in well, we'll still say 100 minutes, but whatever the math is.
okay.
can't really
Yeah,
think
and,
right
and I
about
think
it
that
right
should
now.
be fine. I mean, you can pitch it to
It's
us.
fine
and
because
we'll
I
just give
only
you
have
a-
17, really.
Yeah, and we'll give you a yes or a no, and we can just blast through it. I do have to. I mean, the elephant in the room. You have something on your head.
Don't worry about this. It's
Don't
just
worry about
just a bump on the head. I was
Ha-
so
ha-
excited to be about all my 100 pitches that I was gonna present today. So I was running through the house, doing cartwheels with joy, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did slip down every single stair in the whole house and landed directly on my front of my brain, but it should be fine. It's just a little bump, nothing we haven't had before, and I don't feel dizzy.
Oh,
I'm
good.
not even
I was going to ask
confused.
if you feel dizzy, but that's good that you don't, and I trust that you don't. Yeah.
And this has happened before, you're saying?
Yes, I have. My house is, I guess, what many people would call a wonky house.
Like a Rube Goldberg machine? Sort of?
Yeah, and we got these special floors installed, super slippery floors. They were cheaper. What can I say? They were just cheaper.
Yeah, I heard those are easier to
And
clean, so.
I was rushing because I had I was so excited writing all these pitches. I lost track of time, and I was running through the house excited to get to the computer room, and I banged my head.
Okay. You still have a computer room.
Yeah, it's just a regular room where sometimes my laptop is in.
Yeah. If you move the laptop to the bathroom, does that become the computer room?
For that moment, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's just a little joke I made up.
Yeah, good.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we're kind of running out of time. I hope you're okay. Honestly, when we wrap
All
up
right,
here, maybe just call a quick a walk-in clinic or something just to check it out. But we got the pitches to get through, and that's what's important.
It's all right. I already installed. I already referred to a web
virtual
doctor.
clinic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
WebMD.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was actually Clippy from Microsoft Word. I asked
Okay,
him.
yeah.
I opened a new document, typed "What happens if head bleed,"
Yeah.
and Clippy showed up, and he said,
What happens if head bleeds?
and he said, "This isn't Google," and so I took that as a good sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take it as a
We
good
remember-
thing that you
does-
can read or
and
write
our-
at all at this
Yeah.
point.
So that should
And
be-
our audience obviously remembers Microsoft 98.
yeah.
Oh, believe
Clippy.
me, Gen Z is not watching this.
All right. Well, we got 100 pitches to go through. So,
God.
first
Okay.
pitch. It's called Remember
Trying to
That.
take notes. I don't even know. Okay.
Remember That. It's a
Remember That.
nostalgia pod where two comedians with absolutely zero personality engage in the lowest form of conversation, talking about stuff from the 90s.
Mm.
And that's sure to be a huge hit. Over 500 episodes I can think of right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you've already described it as the lowest form of conversation.
And I have to say that
Mhm.
I'm
And
not sure if you were watching the previous segment, but Ben Sosa Wright was co-author and co-host of a podcast we had called Nostalgique, very similar to what
never
you're
heard of that.
saying. Never heard of it. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Well, that sounds like a good show. So you see, there is precedent.
Right. So we already have.
People love that show.
So hard no on that. We already
So
have
this will
one.
be, so imagine this show. It's like nostalgic, but instead of Ben, who is a good host
Yeah.
and likable and nice and funny, you have, I don't know, someone with a low energy and kind of abrasive guy hosting it.
Oh, like a, dare I say it, Joe Rogan type.
Yeah, it could be a Joe Rogan type. Could be
So canceled.
Well, we'll see.
Okay. We'll think about that. But
All
so far,
right.
I don't like it.
All right. So this one is called it's called Handyman Can.
Okay.
And okay, so each episode,
Niche.
this one's hosted by me, so that's
Oh.
a plus off the bat.
Yeah.
Each episode, I sit down with a contractor as he teaches me how to fix little things around my wonky house.
Like the floor, maybe?
Like the floor.
Yeah, like, you know, he'll show me how to do new floors, make them less slippery, how to
and this is
change
an
my
audio,
tire.
This is an
It could be a
audio
video.
podcast. Oh, a video podcast. So we're putting this on YouTube.
This could be YouTube. It could be audio. If he's funny, it could be audio. Bonus, if we could get a funny plumber, that would be the dream.
Oh, that is the dream, huh? I once had a plumber come over and tell me that I'm smarter than most women. So
And you know what? He was
maybe I'll
right.
Nice.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was right.
One time I had a plumber come over and he said that his job was to install cameras in the washroom. And I said, I don't think I didn't hire
Free
you. And
cameras?
That's pretty cool. He's like, everyone has to do it. You'll get a rebate.
You'll get
Like, I don't know.
you do it?
I don't know about that.
Oh, you didn't do it.
So this could be like, you know, he could, I don't know, maybe a handyman could come and paint my deck or, you know, fix.
Is that what handymen do? Paint the deck? I'm
Just
pretty
a
sure they don't do that.
Well, you know, this would be one episode, Painter, probably episode 3.
Yeah, that's
Episode
a good
1,
episode.
plumber come, how to fix leaky faucet. You know,
We are being told in the chat that Thomas Rivas is a very funny plumber. Or do you know?
Wow.
Are you aware of Thomas Rivas?
I think aware of his brothers, possibly. I did not know there was a third funny plumber brother.
Oh yes, there is.
Oh yeah, the famous.
my God.
They're all plumbers in that family, but Thomas is the funniest.
Well,
plumber.
they could host it.
Yeah,
Thomas could
As long
come
as they
over.
just
I mean, now
come
we're
here and fix little projects that I have. I have a long list. It could be 50 episodes right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we've done
And
2
of course I
pitches
wouldn't
so
pay.
far. Well, let's try another one.
And that's on. So we've only done 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we've done two pitches. Lots of minutes though.
Okay, so this is imagine this. This is a big one.
Okay.
Imagine a podcast hosted by, and you're gonna flip your wig when I say these 2 names, Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, consider my wig flipped. I do have to say it does exist. The famous Renegades podcast.
Are
over
you
on Spotify.
fucking joking me?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Those Renegades have already done it. And of
How do
course,
they? Okay, well, what if we do a Canadian angle? John Chrétien and Neil Young.
John Chrétien
2
and
famously
Neil Young.
likable guys. They're not grumpy in any way.
Have you listened to the Renegades podcast?
No.
No.
But I mean, it seems like a no-brainer. Of course, you put together those two
Yeah.
titans. What would they say?
Just
What would they
imagine
talk
them
about?
doing an ad for Manscaped.
It's got to be sponsored by Manscaped.
It's like,
Okay, next. I don't like that one. Let's go next.
Okay, wow. That was kind of, I was thinking that was going to be the showstopper. Okay, this one is called, oh yeah. So we remember I was on a show, a father-son themed show on this very network, My Gorgeous Son.
Mhm.
Yes. Rest in peace.
What if we kind of do a new show where it's not so much characters and Mark and Andy are not involved. It's called My Real Life Gorgeous Dad, and it's just I call my dad and have a real life conversation with him.
Is your
Try to
dad
connect.
funny?
He is funny. He's pretty funny. He's like just feel like it could be it'd be easier to maybe have a real conversation for forced to sit down in front of a microphone rather than, try to converse over small talk.
You don't really talk to him outside of the podcast.
Well, I do. I just feel like this could be a good way to get deep,
Okay. Yeah.
Without having to actually put in any effort of trying to get to know him or relate to him in any real way. Just make it content.
Yeah.
And your dad, I'm gleaning from the title of the show. Your dad's gorgeous. He's a gorgeous man.
Mm-hmm. He looks like a Mexican Dennis Franz.
Oh my, that is beautiful.
Wow.
The classic ideals of masculine beauty.
Yeah. Okay. That one, I'm gonna put that one in the maybe pile.
Okay.
Next.
That one could be good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. What about a music podcast? We all love music.
Okay, go on.
Okay. You know the band. We all know the band Weezer, right?
Yes.
We like this band, Weezer.
Uh-huh.
How about a podcast? Okay, here's the thing with Weezer, though. You know how like a lot of people are like, their first two albums are the best, like Blue Album, Pinkerton. Those are their best ones, and they've kind of people say that they've kind of fallen off, and they have so many albums now, right?
Yeah.
What if we just listen to every Weezer album and just see if just genuinely try to like it, Because there's so many that I haven't even listened to.
So, like, kind of like how Scott Ackerman did those podcasts with Adam Scott about.
This would be a direct ripoff of a very popular and famous podcast.
Yeah, so far I'm seeing a trend with your pitches, and it's that they already exist.
But they don't have it with Weezer.
So for a man who's got a lot of pitches.
Wait, what's the Weezer podcast called?
Oh, it would be called In the Garage.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Or something.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
For a man who has a lot of pitches, you're talking so slow.
Am I? Well, okay. I only have about 14 left.
Oh, great. That's nothing.
Okay, so this one is called Do My Taxes.
Okay.
And it comes out, this is a low commitment one. Podcast comes out about once a year. And I invite over someone.
Once a year?
Just one episode a year, maybe around just before April, let's say. And
so March?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, some might say. Some might say March. And let's just say I invite, my guest would always be someone from H&R Block. Hopefully they could sponsor. And they just do my taxes for me.
And they're talking about it. They're reading out receipts.
Mm-hmm. They could try explaining it to me. I will not retain whatever they're trying to explain.
Okay, I could see that one being useful to an audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's educational.
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts loves an educational show.
And just imagine a podcast with so many receipts being tussled about the microphones and papers. Could be kind of fun.
That sounds great. That sounds really, really good.
It's like ASMR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which everyone knows stands for
all sound
matters.
For real.
Okay, we're getting a little political here.
All right, we are losing. Okay. Manscaped has dropped out from that. I'm sorry.
All right.
Hey, speaking of ASMR, how about we do a food show? Mm-hmm. This could also be a video podcast, and it's just a video of we get a chef, and he comes over and he makes me an awesome lunch every single day.
Is this so? You just want someone to pay for a chef to come to your house and give you your fish?
If we could get Maddie Matheson, that'd be great. Someone like that, a big celebrity chef that I wouldn't have to pay. Maybe Sonar, could pay for it. He comes over and makes me an awesome lunch, and I am hosting the show while chewing. So it would be kind of an ASMR angle.
Honestly, that would have been a yes, but me and Maddie Mathewson have a big feud. We don't get along. It's a big falling out, and we're just gonna have to do a hard no on that one. And I'm really sorry. It was a yes, but just Maddie
he does. I heard he owes you a couple $1,000 Maddie bucks.
He does owe me.
Remember his?
Maddie bucks.
He tried to do a festival
NFT thing
Maddie bucks.
And just didn't go well, and we can't talk about it. We're fighting right now.
Another bridge that Michael has burned, affecting the network.
Damn. Well, okay. How about this one? People love true crime these days.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now
we're
this is
talking.
juicy. Okay.
And so this could be kind of a different tone for Sonar. Maybe I'd get into the true crime space. And okay, you know how did you guys go to high school?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, briefly.
You know how like every high school, like 4 years or so?
About that.
Every high school has kind of like a mystery, like a one big mystery throughout their time. There's like no one knows, right? Like what happened. So at my school, there's a particular one that everyone calls the big diarrhea. That's kind of just the term for it. And someone just in the second floor washroom did such a huge diarrhea and left it there, and then it kind of became like a legend throughout the day of the school. People would get a class and be like, I gotta check this thing out. Is it as bad as it sounds? And it was.
Wow, all the school people said that?
Everyone at the school. There was a line up at the washroom. Even teachers would be like, what's going on?
Wow.
And even some kids would no one knew who did it. That's the thing. Everyone just wanted to know.
Yeah.
And some people took credit for it. But it's like, I know it wasn't you,
Yeah.
So this could be a true crime. We get to the bottom of it,
and no one ever discovered anything about this.
It was a mystery for the 4 years that I was there.
Wow.
Many people claimed it was them, but
And do you feel bad that other people claimed responsibility for your diarrhea?
Well, I had nothing to do with it. I was just a spectator.
Okay. All right.
It just seems like you know a lot about it. And maybe
I was one of the first people who saw it.
Uh-huh.
And I started telling everyone I knew about it.
Yeah.
But it was not me.
Okay.
So this would be a podcast. I'd kind of have control of editing it, kind of narrating, kind of controlling the story, the angle of it. And we would get to the actual bottom of it.
Okay. No pun intended, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom.
No, we got the pun.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's my favorite so far. You got any more?
Yeah. What, you got 12?
That one honestly could be a good one for real.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly like,
genuinely. I mean, well, let's talk.
All right. What else do we got? Oh yeah. So this one's just called. This is just called Star Wars.
Okay.
People love Star Wars, right?
The name is taken, but I do want to hear where this goes.
Not sure that we.
So
can
get
do that
this.
for copyright reasons, but.
Well, get this. It would just be the audio from Star Wars. We just put on one of the Star Wars, and that's just the sound of it. No video.
Definitely big kind of copyright concerns there. And
we would monetize it.
Okay, now we're talking.
A
Maybe
lot
Manscaped.
of ads cut in.
A lot of Manscaped.
Yeah. Just as soon as they find out when Luke finally finds out what happened to his father. No spoilers. Pop in.
We could
with
throw in a Manscaped ad.
Manscaped ad. Does your father need to fix himself down there? Go to manscaped.com/sonar to get 20% off everything in the store. And there's still time to shop before Christmas. So go out there and shop for the ball lover in your family.
I would love to see Chewbacca on a Manscaped ad.
Oh, yeah.
And then by the end of the ad, he's fully trim.
I mean, with their
he's just an ugly bald man, I guess.
Yeah. With their nick-free technology, they could shave him down right down to his skin. No nicks. Nothing.
Yeah. He wouldn't even get any red bumps.
No.
Manscaped, think about it. These are good ideas.
This one is going to be. That's another maybe.
So that's in the maybe. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Okay.
Okay. So this is prank call. We all love prank calls, the Jerky Boys and everything else. So this would be like I call my friends, my real life friends, and I kind of like ask them what's new in their lives. But it'd be like ironic, I guess.
Oh, that does sound ironic.
Is a prank call?
It'd be like, oh, haven't talked to you in a while. But it'd be like, basically, just catching up with my friends, but not actually putting in any effort to
But-
maintain a friendship.
You're not
Oh, I see.
actually interested in what they have to say.
Yeah, and we would monetize it, and hopefully they'd have some, be like, "Oh, you have a baby now, cool. Oh, he's sick."
Yeah, that sounds sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
stuff you could just do over text, but you're calling them anyway because of the irony of it.
Yeah, and it'd
And
be
the-
ironic, and then
Yeah.
at the end,
No, I get that. I get that one.
and then
And
I'd
the
go
show is-
probably another year without ever seeing them or talking to them at all.
The show is called Prank Call, and you tell
Mhm.
them that they're going to be on a show called Prank Call, right?
Well,
And then
that's the thing; they have no idea
Okay,
that
so I'm going to
calling.
one
We've
for
fallen
legal
out.
reasons.
Mm-hmm.
We can't actually do that legally speaking.
In
so
Canada, unfortunately, that was
Unfortunately.
another big possibility. And also, there was a whole thing between me and Maddie Mathewson. I pranked called him once, and then now he's like trying to. It's a whole thing anyway. So we just
You ordered a bunch of his own burgers to his own house, and he's like,
yeah,
"What
I ordered
the
250,000 burgers to his house, and he had to
So
make
he had
them
to
all,
make them
and
all
then he had to
himself.
eat them all.
And then he
So
saw the delivery address. He's like, "You've got to be fucking joking
Yeah.
me."
he was pissed. So me and him, we just got to stay away
Fair
from that.
enough.
Yeah.
right.
Okay, this one's called prank call 911, and we just call
Okay.
911 and do a
Okay.
prank on 911.
I think we're just gonna go skip right past this one and say, "Don't. That's a bad one. We don't want to do that, and no one should do that."
Yeah, don't do that at home.
Yeah,
You could be like, "Oh, 911, there's a fire," and then everyone has to get in their gear and run down to wherever this address is, and then they get there and like, "What the fuck? Are you kidding me?"
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. For the same reasons as the last one, I'm going to say no to this.
Yeah, it'd be better as more of a TV show, like a cops
Yeah.
Yeah.
style. Well, we'll put it in the maybe pile. What else? Ooh, okay. This one's called garbage.
Sorry. How many more you got?
I only got about 14, 15 more of these.
Oh, God. Okay.
And honestly, whenever you have to go, we can just leave.
you want to just do lightning round? We'll just go no or yes.
Okay. Garbage Day podcast. We look through people's garbage and reminisce about their week. I'm like, oh, I guess I had a lot of takeout this week.
Sounds fun, but legal issues of once again.
legal
So we
issues,
got
yeah.
to say no on that.
No. Next.
Okay. So this is TV recap. We watch every failed Bobby Moynihan sitcom and talk shit about a guy who's genuinely nice and funny.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, I do like Bobby Moynihan, and
guy
by
everyone
all
likes.
accounts, he's a total mensch. So I think I want to stay away from insulting him.
Yeah, I kind of like the industry.
Two people with
restaurant.
no job making and no career prospects making fun of a real actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
Who
be.
is a really nice guy.
Who's probably cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Manscaped, the podcast. Guests shave each other's balls on podcast, and this is
Okay. This
hopefully
one,
Manscaped would.
I genuinely really like this. I think this has legs.
I think we probably should end on this one because we don't need to hear anymore. This would be great. Manscaped. We love Manscaped.
Manscaped. Manscaped is my favorite.
And it's actually so
grooming.
It could
interesting.
be like
you
that
brought up.
show where like you decide your friend's tattoo for them, like when they're blindfolded, and then it's like the reveal. You shave the guests areas for them, and then they look down like, huh.
Yeah, and it's
Maybe
so
not.
interesting that you brought up Manscaped because they're actually sponsoring this marathon.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Well,
And you go to
Manscaped, if you want to do
Sonar.
this show, Sonar's in, I'm in. We just need the go ahead.
You know what? We're gonna give you. We just got to check with Manscaped, so we'll check with them, make sure all the I's are crossed and everything. T's are, you get it.
Dotted, yeah.
We'll dot everything, cross everything.
Oh, are
make
you
sure it's all
okay?
clean.
Is your head?
Yeah, my head is just bleeding a lot, and it hurts a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
It's totally fine.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
I mean,
I really want you to go to a clinic after this if you can.
I would love that.
It's nothing. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Because
but-
it is bleeding through the bandage. So
if you do go to the clinic, just maybe talk to the people in the waiting room, tell them to come watch the stream.
Yeah. If you
You
could
know,
actually just go to the clinic and drop a couple cards over there.
Do some promotion over
Well,
there.
I
while
can't-
you're there. That would be really great. Yeah.
I can't go outside because every time I go outside, a vulture starts pecking at my head wound.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
And they
that's
have
fair.
me
Okay, you better
surrounded.
stay inside then.
Yeah, okay.
You better stay inside and do nothing about that head wound.
Thank you so much, Everardo, for being here. I think that this Manscaped podcast is gonna take off.
It's gonna be huge.
crazy. It's gonna be
Mhm.
huge. We'll probably have to search for a sponsor for it. I don't know who that could be, but
Maybe Audible.
yeah, Audible for
Be
sure.
good.
They'd be good.
Yeah, I think I mean for doing 100 pitches in 100 minutes, that went really fast.
And it's never been done before.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
And that's
Thank
the
you.
most important part is
Thank
that
you.
it was a first. for us.
Everardo, you want to plug anything before you go?
Well, let's just say I think I have a stand-up album coming out sometime in the new year.
I will say that I was at the recording or one of the recordings of that album, and it was great. It was so funny.
Nice.
Is there a name for it yet?
I don't have a name for
I
it
don't have
yet.
a name for it yet, but
but
I'm
we'll
sure
see.
you'll see it on Ev's socials.
You should call it Splash Pad.
Call it manscaped.com/sonar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it Jackie Pirico Splash Pad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
That would be good.
That's a good name.
That'd be
Which
good.
also check
It's
out
never
that
been
for
done.
whatever reason.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Ev.
you, Ev.
We'll see you
See you
soon.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network.